Mike Bearhorst, Innovation Specialist with BASF here, giving you an innovation spotlight into something that we're going to be using this spring in the field of 2016. Now, as people get ready to go out into the fields and planting this spring, there's been a lot of conversations about how can I provide more value and how can I bring more value to my operation. When we're talking to those guys with the planters that are set up with starter systems already, they're asking that question as well. How can I provide more value through the use of my starter system? And right here is where we're going to look at it by using an in-furrow fungicide application to really enhance the value of what you're doing with the starter application. Today we're going to talk about a product called Xanthion right here in this co-pack next to me. Xanthion is a product from BASF. Today we're going to talk a little bit about what it is and then also the benefits and the features that can be brought to your operation and how you can use it. Now, Xanthion, what it actually is a combination in a co-pack of an in-furrow fungicide, Headline EC, as well as a biological integral that go together to make a great marriage inside your soils to help out with all your early season diseases. Now, a lot of people wonder, how does it work or why does it benefit? The actions and the things that are happening with this product is that it is actually placed in furrow at time of planting right along with your starter fertilizer. When it's placed in that furrow, what it has given you is a layer of protection and a barrier protection against diseases like Pythium and Rhizoctonia that help so that your corn plants can get up and going in a better rate. Now also after that, once the fungicide has worn off over a couple of weeks, that's when the biological kicks in and grows with the roots to add protection throughout the season. Now a lot of people say, okay, what does this really do for me? Now one of the big things that it does for you, or actually two key things that it does for you, is increase stand and also increase that level of emergence. And so we're going to look into a couple of those right now. The increase of the stand is probably one of the single most important things that you'll see out of this product. When we look at it overall, we see a lot of farmers going out and planting populations with the hopes of getting just under what they planted. For example, a lot of you may think, I'm going to plant 38,000 of a population with the hopes that 36,000 will come out of the ground. What we aim to do with a product like Xanthion is make sure that all 38,000 of those plants come out of the ground, and that's by eliminating those problems of those diseases such as Pythium and Rhizoctonia. And if that helps those get out of the ground, we know there's more plants. More plants mean more ears, and of course more ears means more yield. We're going to show you a chart here in just a second that will actually lay that out for you and show you how many more plants we've seen through our research. This has been done internally as well as in the field through innovation specialists like myself and business representatives of BASF trying this on farms and seeing the results. And those results match up with the chart that you're about to see. Now that you've seen that chart and shows how increased population can occur by the use of Xanthion in-furrow fungicide, we've talked about that idea that increased plants means more ears, which means more yield. But a second benefit that you'll see from the use of this product is actually how the corn emerges out of the ground. Even emergence is far more important than a lot of us give credit to the fact of how your corn plant is growing. If just a day lapse in terms of how that corn comes out of the ground, that lagging plant can a lot of times become almost a weed within that field. And even if it's not a weed, it'll produce an ear, but it'll produce that ear a lot lower than all the rest of the ears in the field. That lower ear does not get as much photosynthesis, it does not get as much time to produce the ear, and less kernels are usually on that ear as well. Obviously, less kernels means that you've lost chances on yield. So it's extremely important that all of our corn comes out of the ground at the exact same time for even emergence across the field. And that's what we're looking for here from Xanthion. Without having diseases and those things attacking this plant early, the plants are able to get out of the ground all at the same time for even emergence. Now, a lot of you may be sitting here saying, well, this is great, Mike, thank you for talking about this, but we want to see some real-world examples. And so here in just a second, we're going to show you a few pictures from things that have happened right here in fields in central Iowa that we took pictures of this last year. These pictures were taken by guys just like myself, including myself, that tells you that we have watched this firsthand and seen what it can do. Look in these pictures and watch for the even ear placement as well as the root mass and growth that has happened from the use of an in-furrow fungicide. Hopefully these pictures have given you a real-world example of how this can benefit your operation through the increase in your plant stand, through the more even emergence, as well as through your increase in the root masses, which can lead to better standability. If you're interested in a product like Xanthion, we encourage you to not only talk to one of your innovation specialists, but also talk to your retailer or talk to your BASF business representative, as we'd be happy to give you more information on this topic. We also encourage you to take a look at our video that will be coming out about how to install a dosatron system on your planter so that you're ready for the application of Xanthion this spring. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Mike Bearhorst, and on behalf of BASF, we thank you for watching this and wish you a very prosperous 2016 growing season.